I think I might have ruined my brother's wedding and now half my family isn't speaking to me. My brother Jake got married 3 weeks ago. We've always been close, or at least I thought we were. He's 2 years younger than me, and growing up I was the one who looked out for him when our dad left. I helped him with homework, drove him to soccer practice, lent him money for his first car. We had each other's backs. Jake met his now wife Morgan about 4 years ago. I'm going to be honest, I never really clicked with her. Nothing dramatic, just one of those personality things where you can tell someone doesn't particularly like you and the feeling becomes mutual. She's very into appearances, very concerned with what people think, and I'm more of a jeans and beer kind of guy. But Jake loved her, so I kept my mouth shut and was polite at family dinners. The issue started about 6 months before the wedding. Jake asked me to be his best man, which obviously I said yes to immediately. I was genuinely honored. Then Morgan started getting involved in every single detail of what that meant. She sent me a Pinterest board of acceptable suit colors. She had opinions about my haircut. She wrote out talking points for my speech and told me I had to run the final version by her first. I tried to be understanding because I know weddings are stressful, but it felt like she was trying to script this whole thing and I was just a prop. The final straw was the bachelor party. I'd planned this weekend trip to a cabin upstate. Nothing crazy, just fishing and poker and hanging out. Morgan told Jake she wasn't comfortable with it and suggested we do a joint bachelor-bachelorette party at a winery instead. Jake actually called me and asked if we could change it. I told him it was his call, but that felt ridiculous to me. He ended up doing both, but the cabin weekend was awkward because I could tell he felt guilty the whole time. So we get to the wedding day. Everything is perfect, very elegant, very Morgan. I'd written my speech, and honestly, I tried to make it good. I talked about Jake and our childhood, some funny stories, how proud I was of him, but I didn't run it by Morgan like she'd asked. I figured it was my speech about my brother, and I'm 32 years old. I don't need someone approving what I say. The speech went fine until near the end. I was wrapping up and I said something like, "Jake, you've always known who you are, and I've always respected that about you. I hope you never lose that." Then I looked at him and added, "Marriage is about partnership, but don't forget you're still your own person too. Don't let anyone dim that light." The room got quiet. Jake looked uncomfortable. Morgan's face went completely blank in that way that means someone is furious but can't show it in public. I finished the speech, everyone clapped politely, and I sat down feeling like I'd just stepped on a landmine. Morgan didn't speak to me the rest of the night. The next day, Jake called me and said I'd embarrassed him, that everyone knew I was taking a shot at Morgan, that I'd made their wedding about my issues with her. I told him that wasn't my intention at all, that I was just giving him sincere advice. He said the advice itself was the problem, that it implied he was losing himself, which made Morgan look controlling in front of everyone. My mom thinks I should apologize. She says even if I didn't mean it that way, it clearly came across wrong and I should have been more careful. My sister agrees with her, but my uncle pulled me aside at the wedding and said he knew exactly what I meant and that someone needed to say it. I've replayed that moment 100 times. Maybe I did let my feelings about Morgan slip through, but I also genuinely believe what I said. I've watched Jake become smaller over the past few years, always checking with Morgan before making decisions, always worried about upsetting her. I wanted him to remember he doesn't have to do that. Jake and I haven't really talked since. He sent a brief text saying he needed space. Morgan posted photos from the wedding on social media, and I'm noticeably cropped out of most of them. Am I the asshole?